Okay, I had this one of the requirement where we are supposed to block the URL from being accessed to the browser. Right? So the extension was made to block the URL and also show the option to do that for multiple such URLs. Right? So it's a URL blocker type extension, and I created a PID for it. Also created small prompt, right, at the end, and I will be using WinSurf to create this. So let me open the folder where I can store the file specific to this extension. So if I type in URL dash blocker, right, if I select this and then go for prd.md, also I'll be typing requirement.md. so we have like two files where we are splitting this PRD, right? There is also icon underscore script, right? So this will be used to generate the placeholder icons for the extension, right? So let me start with the PRD. So I will copy everything, and here I will separate the prompt, put it for the cascade to use, remove this particular part. Now I want to populate the requirement MD. So what I will do is I will take the code implementation part. Now this should contain required code for executing this. I will paste it here, right? Now next being, this is what we are left with. So this is our PID and requirement, right? Now finally comes the icon script. So I asked DeepSeek to create that as well, and let me show you this. It's somewhere here. Sorry, it has to be somewhere here, right? So this is a script which will generate the icons. Now this is functional. I did a few iterations of it. So usually what happens is that despite in multiple iteration, often the icons are not created also, so we have to take care of that part. Now I want to point out PRD and execution.md, right? So you can see I may have to point out requirement MD instead of execution, right? These two files, and here I have to mention use the code in requirement MD to build this extension, right? Use the hello prompt, right? Then use shift enter and you will be able to reach this part. Finally, make sure to generate placeholder icons using @icon underscore script dot py, right? So all the instructions are given in the prompt along with PID and the requirement. So I'll be hitting send. This should get it to work. So as you can see, managed to read all the files. Hopefully it may not start with your typical icons first. It's to start with directory structure, right? But often it gets ignored and they create the requested files first. Now let's move to this particular part where it creates the icon. Right, it's seems Cascade is faster today, so let me check. You can see all the files are created as well. Now we have to go through some troubleshooting. Right, so what we can do is let me open this as an extension in Edge. Right, so I will manage extension, then here load unpacked, then point to our folder where it is located. Select the folder. Now notice that there are errors, so we may have to point this out. Right, so let me point to some errors, and once you see the errors, next is this unchecked runtime. Right, so you get another option to look at as well. Right, so hopefully both gets fixed, but it will take a bit of troubleshooting time. Right, so I'll be pushing for these options. Once everything works in the PRD, we are good to go. Right, now as you can see, it is saving, and if it found any error, it will restart. So here is the summary. Okay, let me reload the extension. Notice no errors this time. So what I will do is I will open the URL blocker. Here I will add the URL, say HTTP, and then let me first search a website. So let's start with something that has manipulated content or something. Right, so this is one of the website which gets foreign funding, so I'll be showing you how to block this. Right, so let me use this particular URL. I will block it. Right, now next thing what we can do, we can now try to hit enter, and notice it is blocked, and it will specifically give you the message that this particular website is blocked. Right, and this kind of helps to filter out certain URLs from being accessed. So if you are, let's say, a network admin and want to apply this to all the specific computers attached within your network, you can set up a policy that will access this particular list. Right, so our job here would be just block it once, make a block list, and then apply it to all the computers within the network. So to do this, I can use the export to CSV or JSON file as an option, so you can import it in whichever tool you are using it to deploy it to network. Right, so we can point out to Windsurf. So this is a very simple feature which will allow the export of the URL in JSON and CSV file. Right, so meanwhile what I can do, I will just remove the extension. Right, there are errors, no doubt. I will have to troubleshoot a bit. Okay, as you can see, the feature is implemented and the extension, right? So if I reload it, notice that the previous error is gone. So I may have to check whether it retains our previous blocked URL. So if it doesn't, so simply copy it. It seems it doesn't save our block list, right? So we can ask it to save your block list with some sort of text file and load it every time the extension is loaded in the browser, right? So let me refresh. So it still works. Now if I want to export this particular feature, I will simply say export JSON, and as you can see, within downloads the file appears. So if I open this file, it will open it in VS Code, and notice that we have block list showing the URL. So as new URLs get added, they will have comma and the list will populate. So all the features from the URL blocker are working. We made this Chrome extension with Win stuff.